Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. What the hell did I just say? This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to some Shapes 2 calculator with me and my very squeaky chair. There we go. It is nice and squeaky and I have not got it fixed yet. I was probably promising to get it fixed like a month ago, whatever. So, what have we got? We have got a fully working division. It can divide any number by a number between 0 and 15. Yes, it can divide by 0. The answer is ones everywhere. You divide by 0, you get ones everywhere. It's crazy. Right now we're dividing, we've got 8 and we're dividing 1 by 8, which is 0.125 if it's a one-digit number, and if it's a two-digit number, then it is 2. Either way, you end up with a 1 here, because if this is, either this is the 16s column, or this is the ones column. And if it's the 16s column, then this is the 2s column. And if that's the ones column, then this is the 0.125s column. So you can freely move the decimal point wherever you want, and the result is still correct. So, we got two things we need to do. We need to work out. Yeah. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to work on a whatchamacallit. I'm trying to think of the word. A binary to decimal conversion. So, basically, we're just going to be copying this. And we're going to use the multiplication as a kind of way to do it. So this beautiful thing, we're going to move you over there because we don't need you anymore. And yeah. So this is what we call an 8-digit number. So 1, 2, you need to be like that. And we're kind of diving in the deep end here, but I'm feeling pretty confident about this. So yeah. It's that one. And then here, so on and so forth. Now we need this to be 10. Okay. Somebody's messaging me. I'm not sure who's messaging me. We're going to ignore it for now because we are doing something important. You know what? What I'm actually going to do here is delete that. We're going to leave that there. And we're going to do this. Dash dash RU, dash dash RU. That looks an awful lot like 10. And yeah, that's basically it. So we're taking this number, full throughput, 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 and full throughput. Now, I can't remember what number we were actually sending in. Yeah, I really can't remember. Let's actually just type it in here. So from Actually, we can just convert from 16 to... I've been doing from 2 to 10. Let's do from 16 to 10. So we're just typing in a hex number. So this is C. And then this one is... Was it C? No, it wasn't C, was it? It was 8. 8, 9, A, B, C. So this one is D. So this is 8D. This is E. And you are 8. So 8DE8. 3. 4. That is a 5. There's a 3. 8DE 83453. 2,380,805,203. Okay, look at that. Our remainder is 3. That's a good start. That's a very good start. Okay. So, how many digits have we got here? 1, 2, 3. So there's the first 3 digits. So that's the 3. Then we're expecting a 0. Ooh, that's a lot of flickering. That's a fair amount of flickering. And that's not 0. But it's still flickering quite a lot. It should not be flickering. It really should not be flickering. Are you flickering? You're not flickering. What's the deal? Full throughput, full throughput, full throughput, full throughput, full throughput, full throughput, full throughput. I thought this was just going to work. Why is this not working? Okay, you're good. You're good. We don't have any signals going down. We just got signals going up. We don't have any signals going left. We just got signals going right. So why is there flickering? Maybe just the sheer amount of logic that we're just spamming in here. Okay, it's settled down now. Now we got 0. And then this should be a 2, and it is a 2. Okay. So, well, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, I pressed Control C already. My game is freezing. No. We have angered the logic gods. Go away. We have angered the shapes to the little hamsters running inside that make the game work. Okay. I just heard a weird noise. Sometimes I hear that noise before the game crashes. Okay. 1, 2. So that should take us up to the millions. Are you guys? You guys are flickering like crazy. Okay. So this is our 9 digits, and then, if I am correct, this will be the billions column right here. So this should eventually become a 2. Would you look at this light show that we've got going on? So the logic is meant to be instantaneous. Obviously is not instantaneous. I wonder how crazy my CPU is going at the moment. My CPU is at 90%. Well, it's at 88%, but only 20% is being used by shapes. I wonder, it's XSplit. XSplit is probably doing it. My GPU is actually going quite mad on shapes. I wonder if some of these calculations are being done by the GPU. Anyway, we got a 2 over here. That's exactly what I wanted. This is a 3. This is an 8, 0, and another 8. And then 0, 5, 2, 0, 3. We have just set a new world record for actually doing something and not having it screw up. So this can convert any number up to 9,999,000,000. Technically up to just over 4 billion, because that's all the inputs that it can take. It's 2 to the power of 32, which is just over 4 billion. But it can convert any number into into a base 10 using these. And this is basically a BCD, or binary coded decimal. So basically we just need to convert this one over. So I'm going to set up a bunch of these guys. And we're actually going to start here. And what I need... Damn, I got some lag. Okay. We may have destroyed the computer. Because yeah, I hit the button. There is a delay. There is a fairly big delay there. What have I done to my poor computer? This amount of logic has absolutely crippled it. Okay, I was planning on copying this logic everywhere so I could convert a whole bunch of stuff from binary to decimal, but clearly that's not going to happen. Okay, all right, this calls for very, very drastic measures. That's not what I meant. Could have saved the blueprint. No, actually, we don't want to save the blueprint. We want to save that blueprint with the 2 belts coming in. Okay, save the blueprint. Base 2 to 10. Awesome source. Not even going to put in any icons. We're just going to leave it like that. And there wasn't actually much to it. It's all just the basic division blocks. So we're going to delete that. Hopefully, where we put some wires in now, still a little bit of lag, but that's fine. I think we've been dealing with that lag for a certain amount of time. Okay, so we'll shove that back in a little bit. And to be honest, that might just be the end of our run, because I can't, when that's in the game, there's just way too much. Okay, my computer is starting to, my CPU was starting to slow down a little bit, but now it's speeding up. Okay, so I want to do this on a 1x2. I could do it on a 2x2, and it'd probably be easier, but then I want all these to be nice and close to each other. So let's try and do it on a 1x2. Okay. All right. You are 0. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a bit too far up. Move it down a smidge, but only a smidge. And 7, 6. Oh, 3. Okay, 2. Now, first of all, this block assumes that we are only putting BCDs in here. If we put in 11, for example, we're going to get some weird results. Well, actually, I'm not sure what 11 would probably spit out none of these because it's just not coded for it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have 4 gates. And then we're just going to have this go out, whatever. Yeah, it can always be on that side, that's fine. So you go up like that, you go up like that, and then you go up like that. Okay. So just to be sure that we have enough room here. Yeah. So you go up like that, 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 and then you drop down like this. And we're leaving one space so we can put a bunch of NOT gates in there. Okay. That is beautiful. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, if we do pump it 11 into here, it's not actually going to produce anything. It's going to be awesome. Okay. So let's put some NOT gates in here. Now that one looks a little bit weird because it's pumping out 0, but that is exactly what we want. So not, 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 not. Okay, not, 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 and just not, and then not, 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 and not, not. Okay, that was a lot easier than I expected. Okay, so 3, put that out there. What do we got here? There's another 3. You are 5. And you are 4. You are 8. You are 13. No, actually 14, that one. This one's 13, and this one's 8 again. Okay, that is a very nice, simple little block. I thought it was going to be a lot more complicated than it actually was, but it turns out I was wrong. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we just need to join them together. Which, yeah, is a little bit janky. I mean, let's be honest, it's a little bit janky, but I don't think you can put signals on top of belts. So this is how we have to do it. Okay, you go up like that. You go up like that. You go up like that, and then you go up like that. We just send it all the way across. I love that you can drag these guys through multiple platforms. That's a very nice touch. And you go all the way over here. And then all we got is a little display in the middle. 10 digits exactly. And this is our incredibly massive binary to decimal conversion circuit, which is not working because we had to get rid of the other bit because it was causing a LAN tornado. Basically, it was terrible. It's currently all zeros. Okay, all right. Let's get ready. Base 2 to 10, awesome source. Let's click it in, let's paste it in. The lag is killing my ability to paste. Okay. I clicked the button. It should be in there. The game's crashing. It's not crashing. It's taking its sweet time. Okay. Oh, we're downloading a game in the background. Okay. I'm not sure if that helped or hindered, but okay. Yeah, you can see the amount of CPU lag we got going on here, just with these guys. It is absolutely nuts. Probably because the number's being calculated. Maybe once the number's finished being calculated, it'll slow down a bit. But for now, yeah, we have definitely started to push the game to its limits. Okay, let's get a nice. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, we need a block that just has, it's just like a signal mover, like a signal belt or something. I'm assuming that the normal belts don't move signals over. So we just have to kind of make our own little signal belts. Okay. Get in there. It'll look a bit nicer actually if we get rid of that and then that. Oh, well, the lag is real. The lag is very, very real. Okay. The lag is extremely real and it is not going away. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Now what I really like to do is get a base 10 to base 2 converter. So then what I can do is if I want to multiply two big numbers, I just type them in and then it automatically figures out what they should be and sends out the signal for them. But the problem with doing that is if you were to do it with division, you basically take you basically take a 10-digit number and you shift it, or you divide it by 2. And the problem is we don't have a division engine that can take in 10-digit numbers, so it wouldn't work. We would need to, yeah, because, well, I mean, we could convert each digit of a 10-digit number into a BCD. But then what do we do? We'd have to multiply each one by 10 and then do some addition. So we'd have to say, okay, this number multiplied by 10, add this number multiplied by 10, add this number multiplied by 10. It's a massive pain in the ass. It's an absolutely massive pain in the ass. Okay. Oh my God. Is that the number? 23808052003. My God, we did it. We did it. We are awesome. We are so freaking awesome. Where's my thing? There's the old crappy display. Yeah. Let's put that in the calculator again. 37891 multiplied by 62833. 238 0.0805203. Okay, our division just worked so well that just straight out of the box, I didn't even have to do any debugging. But yeah, so we are multiplying two 16-digit numbers to get a 32-digit number using this block, and we're using this block to actually convert it to a base 10 number so we can display it properly. I don't think we really need to test these too much. This is compared to everything else we've done, this is extremely straightforward. This logic right here. I mean, yeah, there's really not much that can go wrong with this. It's basically just input, output, so on and so forth. So yeah, so I've already done that multiplication stuff. What do we want now? And the obvious next step is going to be division. Dividing by an 8. Dividing by a number that's 8 bits. I don't know if I'm actually that excited about doing that. I mean, to be completely honest, we could also actually convert this into shapes. But at this point, it's just like meh. Who gives a crap? Like, converting these signals into shapes is like very, very passe at this point. Like, we already did it for this. We did it for multiplication. Who gives a crap about doing that? Yeah, but the dividing by 8 bits. Let's theory craft it a little bit. Let's theory craft it a little bit. Actually, what I want to really do is I'm going to cut off this belt. I'm going to cut off this belt. No, I'm not going to do that. I just want to have the two simplest belts. Okay, what are you simple? You're 3. I'm going to cut this one off. What are you? You are 1. 3 by 1. There we go. Go forth and conquer. You've been cut off. You've been cut off. You've been cut off. You're pumping out. Of course, you've been cut off. I forgot. It's an 8. It requires 8 shapes for this number. Okay. I think maybe this one was 3 before. It's hard to tell. But yeah. Okay, well, we wait for 3 to get all the way over there. And double check that works. Let's go ahead and look at the division and see if we can sort of nose out how to do this. Okay, say we wanted to divide by 8 bits. I don't think this is a tileable thing. Because the thing is with multiplication, with multiplication it's all just addition. Right? You're just adding certain bits and then you're sending certain bits around and you just sort of add them to each other. And you just got to make sure you do the carries correctly. How did we do the multiplications? Yeah, so we had a full 4-digit carry that went over, and that 4 full digits was at the next level. So it was almost the carry was 4 levels, which was really good. So that's how we made this able to be tileable, and we send the shift over there and so on and so forth. For division, I mean, I don't think that works because, I mean, we're doing long division, right? So each operation is a single subtraction. Now we have, if we go all the way over here, we have split subtraction into separate blocks for a long number. So we can say, okay, we've got one block that subtracts a small part of the number. Then we got another subtraction that subtracts a big part of the number. There's another subtraction that subtracts a bigger part of the number. And then those numbers go up iteratively. So that gives me a little bit of hope, actually, because basically, okay, let's copy this for a sec. So what you imagine is you've got two blocks. This one takes in the bottom 4 bits. This one takes in the top 4 bits. And really, what we're doing here is we're saying this block needs to be 9 across. But obviously we can't fit. We still want there to be, so it's 9 across. Yeah. Well, it's the 9 across sort of goes over here. But then we got to put 8 different things. So basically, this should be a 9 across by 8 up, but we're just kind of spreading it over 4 blocks, if that makes sense. So we would still have this, and this is like the least significant one, and it goes up like that. And then this is more significant. Does that mean this is the most significant bit? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go read my work messages, make sure nothing serious is going on. No, nothing serious. Yeah. And the problem is the diagram I'm referring to is basically being flipped in my head vertically. So it's very hard for me to wrap my head around it. But yeah. Yeah. So what you almost have is I move these guys over. And you have a whole other one over here that just has 0 X input. Because technically what you need to have is if you've got a, because right now we've got this has 4 empty inputs because we're dividing by a 4-digit number. So it has 4 empty inputs, and then the first X input, the very top level one, goes into the 5th one, and that allows this to be generic. So what we need to do is we need to have this thing completely empty, and this then goes over to there. And then how does this work though? I really don't understand this. I think the thing is this block is a module, and it's not something that can be modularized very easily because it's doing, what it's basically doing is it's doing 4 separate operations. It's doing a subtraction, then it's doing another subtraction, then it's doing another subtraction, then it's doing another subtraction. So it's doing 4 separate operations on the one block. Now, if we were to do something like this, then we're doing half operations. So we cannot use this block as it is. we would need to update this machine. I'm wondering if they go left. Technically what we need is 8. 8 all going in on the bottom here. And then... it's hurting my head. It's really hurting my head. We kind of just need this to be... this instead of this being 5, it just needs to be 9. And then we have 8 signals going in here. 8, which represents the full 8-bit number. And they just spread out like they currently are. With 0, with nothing going to the first one, and then 1, boom, 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 boom. And then the X has basically the X just puts in with the first one for the most significant digit, and the other 8 are blank. But we have this going down, and this is basically the remainder from the previous block. But of course, this remainder is built up from these 4, and if we change this to be a row of 9, then we're going to have 8 here. So that 8 goes over there and then gets sent down. So we're dealing with a remainder of 8 bits at any particular point. Now we're still sending 4 digits in per block because we 4 rows. So each one of these corresponds to a row. Each one of these, the number you're dividing by, the Y, corresponds to a column, and you need an extra column at the end because of the way that the thingo works out. So what we would probably be doing is you'd have to split the logic over like this. Yeah. So these would go across and over the top, and then with the other 8 they'd get sent over there. You'd send the X over here. You wouldn't need to send the X up here. So you'd only send this new number in every second block. And then the rest of it would just be these 8 coming down, and then the 8, some of them would go in this one, some of them would go in this one, because you've got 9 spread over both of them. And yeah, so this would be 8. The result would still be 4. I think. Because you got 4 rows. So the result would still only be 4. Because yeah, you're putting this one in, you're putting this one in, but you'd have a remainder of up to 8. Now, could I theoretically put this on one block? Short answer is no. Long answer is maybe, but probably no. Okay, let's do some playing around. We got some time in this episode to do some playing around, so let's do some playing around. I mean, that would be a miracle and a half if we could fit it all in one block, but because I mean, we fit the Y, one Y in there, one Y in there. We could fit the 8. We could actually fit both the Ys in here. We could get both belts going in here, and then we'd send one on top of the other. So this is a double stacked signal input, which is fine. We could work with that. This is a single X input. It's fine. We could work with that. This is the 8 that we'd send down. That's kind of iffy. That would be a little bit dodgy to do, but we could work with that. The space is the issue. Yeah. The space is definitely the issue. So, let's do some quick maths and sort of figure this out. So assuming we can squish this a lot smaller, well, we've got 5 currently. And these are 10 by 10. So we got 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 54 total space. 54 total space. If we, let's say we need 9 for this, plus all these gates, plus these belts, these pipes at the side, these wires. That's a very small amount of space to squeeze all of those, but let's say it's fine. Let's say we can do it. That leaves us with 45. 45 space, and we need 9 of these, which means we would need to squeeze this entire thing. Currently it's taking up 8. We would need to lose another 3 blocks. Another 3 blocks. And you've got to remember, we've still got these wires in the middle going across, so we still need room for these wires to go across down here. Unless we could do some sort of thing where we just send a single wire across and we just OR it as it goes, which would probably be a lot simpler, and that would give us room to do the level 3 thing. So if we do that, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to attempt this. To be honest, I'm not really worried about it at the moment, but let's just say, okay, so that takes care of that. Yeah, we need to squish this by 3, by a factor of 3. I think it can be done. I don't want to do it though. That's the thing. I really don't want to do it. I so don't want to do it. I actually started eating right in the middle of the video. I'm not sure why I did that, but anyway. A 5. So basically, this much space, we need to lose that much space. Okay, so 9, if we update it to give us 6 each, that's 54. 9 times 6 is 54, which is the entire width, which means we don't have any space for wires, any space for these wires. So it has to be 5. To put it on a full 3x3, it has to be 5. And I mean, we could do like 4 2x2s, but look how much this is 34. So we need to fit 4 of these on here, which is 7.5, and then you add in extra, so you get up to 7 using, so that doesn't really help us too much. There's so much wasted space. I mean, 34 up to 54, going from a 2x2 to a 3x3, which means 2 2x2s is 68, but a 3x3 is 54. That's 3x3 is way more efficient. Okay. Yeah, it was a massive pain in the ass. Okay. This bit here. I mean, how much vertical space do we have here? Not a huge lot. We got nothing up the top. At the bottom, we got a fair bit. We got a bit. We could probably squeeze another belt. Probably squeeze another space per thing. One more space. But we don't want to really encroach on this. We could encroach on that a bit. But you got to remember, we'd be moving 8 belts out of this instead of just 4. And we still got this to go. So I kind of like to leave these belts on the straight and narrow. And you also got to remember, we'd be now sending 8 belts down here, coming out of this guy. And that means we've got to send 8 belts off the top here. This is already very tight. If we've got to send another 4 belts over here, we might actually want to expand this, push it all down to make more room up the top. So yeah. No more vertical space, I don't think. Okay. So, you know what? I don't want to do it, but I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. So I need to save 3. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to delete all the wires. And delete every single wire in this thing. I'm going to delete this display. Dan, the lag is a very real thing. That base 10 converter is still screwing me over. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to expand this out to be a very, very clean circuit diagram. Very, very clean. Well, we can't make it all that clean because obviously it can't be all that clean, but okay. Let's have a look here. So we got X, you are X, you are not displaying as X. If I do that, you still do not display as X. There you go, bottom right. So that's the thing coming from the bottom right. You go like that. You go in like that. We got the carry that goes over there. It's already starting to get a bit messy, but anyway, this one is the bottom left. Dash, 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 RU, dash, dash. So the bottom left and the bottom right. We also got this one and this one, and this one going together and they are being ORed with the carry and the knot of this. Okay. Let's get rid of all this mess. This mess is not helping. Actually, what I'm going to do is There we go. That's the carry. That guy is the carry. So we no longer need this. We just need this. And what happened over here again? So this AND gate was the NOT of this one. And also the carry. Then it basically got ORed together with that one. And then we had this this signal which represented, well, let's just get rid of these things so far. So you are up here. You go in there. And then this signal was the OS. And this is just the output. Oh, we have made a little bit of a light show there. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, it's just Control Z. Look at that. There we go. If you want to make a light show, that is how you do it. Not sure if you see it, the frame rate is really good on mine. Hopefully it picks it up on the video, but look at that. If you are epileptic, you should probably not be watching this, but anyway. Oh, now we just cross that over. So you are the can you pass? What does conflict do? Oh, doesn't do anything. Okay, we know that's the OS, I guess. Okay, now we got some more weird inputs to do. There was another, I could have sworn there was another OR gate down here. Oh, I didn't copy the right one. I copied one off the end probably, so it didn't have everything in it. Let us copy one from the middle. Okay, that's much better. So this is the previous X. Just going to do that there. And then that was messing around with, whoop, basically there was a NOT gate. Move that up there. To allow if that should be passed through to this one, which was this whole mess up the top, which decides if the OS is correct, which is actually this one. So, and that was also being ORed with the other one that was coming through. This is supposed to be nice and simple, but it's getting very, very complicated very quickly. So this one kind of wraps back around to this one. Okay. And then this one also gets ORed with this guy, and then goes on as well, where it becomes this thing again. Whatever. We have to fit all of this in a width of 5. I don't think we're even done yet. Are we done yet? Yeah, we put the OR gate wasn't in there before, but we put that there so we only have to send a signal wire from a single wire from right to left, which is nice. So we took care of that NOT gate. There's a NOT gate here. There's 2 NOT gates here. I've missed one of them. No, I didn't. There's one there and there's one there. Okay. Okay. Let's start squishing these guys a little bit. One, two, three, four, 5. We do have wire transmitters, but the space we're working in is so small that I'm not sure that really helps us because we can't adjust them at all. Oh, you're the carry signal, aren't you? Okay. We might just feed in the carry signal. Let's just put that over there. Okay. I'm going to copy this, shift that up. Okay. That all seems pretty good. These ones are lining up beautifully. These ones are lining up beautifully. We're going to keep vertical space in mind as well. So I'll put it right there. So far our vertical space isn't too bad. We've got space to work with. Okay, so we took care of that bit already. So this is our carry bit up here. Is our final carry bit. What were you getting in? Oh, I think I know what you were getting in. So our carry bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So our carry bit is currently coming from here. Now, of course, the problem with this, we're putting the AND gate here, is that we're supposed to be sending a Y signal all the way up the stretch. The Y signal is definitely going all the way up the stretch. And this AND gate is in the way. Now, of course, we could jump the Y signal. Send that up there, jump it to there, and then send it back down. And then that continues to go on to there. How much room does that give us? So the carry is 1, 2, 6. It doesn't quite work, does it? Okay. That's all right. You go up like that. You go up like that. Okay, that's our XOI, and we've got a carry. So far we're fitting within the bounds, just barely within the bounds, but now this is the carry. So we're going to have this one all the way up the top, which is going to be our thingamabob signal. Which is the result of this signal, or that's not good. We're supposed to be sending the carry out over here, which is fine. We just do that. Okay. Now we just need a gate, and then the gate is knotted. And that knot comes from this mysterious X signal. Which we then have to OR with the other X signal. And then send it on, which is fine. And then this is the is it good signal, which we need to send right up the end. And basically we send it right up to the end and it's been awed to hell, so we just knot it and send it straight back down. Yeah. So that'll just be, yeah, literally we'll just be taking this single signal, knotting it, and then sending it straight back down. So let's just put a point for that one. This is Y going through, so that's fine. We can't remove any of those belts. Right at the last second, I've run out of room here. Right at the, we got so close. We got everything else done. We just need a little bit of room here. Just a little bit of room here. Man, I actually want to do this by the end of this episode. I really do. Just sort of shove the whole thing in there. Knock up some belts. Yeah. So we need this one to go down there. You know what? Let's just move that whole mess up to the 3rd level. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. I think we have successfully squished this. Well, sort of. What we actually need to be doing is joining this signal together and then sending it over and up here. Like that. Which means we also need a signal like... We also need this. That's not what I wanted. You also need this. Okay, first things first. You can go down like that. You can go up like that. You can go across like that. You can go like that. Okay, and that solves that problem. My God, I'm a genius. Okay. Let's start seeing if we can actually make this work. Because this, if we can make this work, this is going to be crazy. All right. We're pretty much clearing out this entire belt, this entire thing. So we do need to make sure after each knot that we do take the result and put it up to the top. But that's fine. Okay. What's the I mean, we do need to send guys out here. So, yeah. I'm going to put it down to. We'll see how that works. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay, so it gives us 4 belts up the top, which is nice, and it still gives us a bunch down the bottom. And we've got 4 belts on the right, which is that may be too much. We maybe gave ourselves too much. We do need to send 8 belts out here though, so we're kind of going to have to see how it works. 3, 4. Remember, we need 9 of these guys. That's 9. That's not much room over there. Got to get 8 there. I'll leave it like that, and we'll see how we do. Yeah, so these can go on the 2nd and 3rd level, and we'll sneak these 4 belts out on the bottom level. Let's actually do that now. Second and we got to be careful because this entrance is also going to have 2nd and 3rd levels on it. Well, 1st and 2nd levels, but we'll have to weave them in somehow. Okay. This is the X, so you don't need to do anything, you just need to sit there and not meddle. This is the carry bit, which we successfully send over, but we can ignore once it gets to this part. This is the bit we do care about. What I'll actually do is I'll drop it all the way down to the bottom, send it up here. And I think we knot it. Let me double check my other division setup. We knot it and then we send it on. Okay. That's not right. Yeah, and this, when we're all the way over here, this guy is no longer used for anything. It's just dead meat, basically. Yeah. So we're at the top. Is this the most... I think this is the least significant bit. Yeah, let's say it's the least significant bit. So, not, and you go up like that. Again, just send up like that. And you continue on to be the result. If you're wondering why all those wires are currently active, this is what happens when you divide by 0. All of the output wires become 1. Okay. Then we send that one all the way up to here. It's going to take me another hour to do it just because of the lag that's bloody going on. Why did we have to do so many awesome circuits all over the place? You know what? This lag is annoying me a little bit. Base 2 to 10, awesome source. Yes, confirm. Thank you. So we go and we get base 2 to 10 awesome source. It looks good. All right. We are deleting this purely for lag reasons. And my computer just calmed down quite a lot. Not super all the way calmed down, but quite a lot. It calmed down. Okay. I'm sorry I'm eating during a video, but I'm starving. Maybe I should have just finished the video after I did the base 10 conversion. But I feel like we're in a pretty good space. We got a lot of space over there. This is the problem. These guys are right up against, and we got 8 belts over there, and we're going to have 8 belts in here. 8 pipes, 8 wires, sorry. And we could do this, but that's not going to help that much. And we got this wire on the 3rd level all the way out down the bottom here. That is going to make things a bit annoying. Actually, here we go. Genius idea. Genius idea. Okay. So these ones we'll just send through like normal. And we can use jumpers. Jumpers look like a very good idea here. Let's get the Y wires sorted out first. So the one down the bottom is obviously the least significant, and then the one on the top is the most significant. which means we're sending the most significant one in first. We ignore the first one. The second one goes down like that. Pretty sure that's Y. And then, I can't believe we managed to fit this all into a 3x3. This is really, really incredible stuff. Okay. Now you guys go up the end. And I think that one goes into the... Yeah, it does. That one goes in there. That one goes in there. What is this wire? This is the should we stay or should we go wire. Okay, we can clean that up a little bit. That's that wire, so we can probably clean that up a bit if we wanted. That's not getting in the way at the moment. So that's all the X's through, that's all the Y's through. Okay. We're going to have to do a bunch of crossings over there to get that one sorted. I should start getting some actual signals sent in here so we can start testing this out. Because we're getting close to the point where we want to test this out. And actually, we'll make it first. Hopefully all my experience with making these has taught me some valuable lessons. Okay. So this top one is the most significant digit. Yeah, top one is the most significant digit. And obviously the one at the top layer is the even more most significant digit. So that means that you go like that. And then whoa, not what I wanted. Okay. Then we go in here with that. And since we're all doing them at the second level, they're not going to interfere with the X ones. Now, if there's anybody in the comment section right now wondering, Hairymuppet, how are you going to do a division logic that can divide by a 16-bit number? I would just like to say this is a kid-friendly video, so I can't tell you what I think of you, but yes, it is not going to be happening. Okay. Let's just clean these up. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Now let's remember what we said over here. This is the most significant bit. Let's double check that. Yeah. So this is the most significant bit. And we managed to actually buy ourselves a bit more space over here. So we should just be able to send them up. So this is the least significant bit on the bottom. Send it over there. It's not tying in with any of those other belts. That may happen later. Bit more significant. Bit more significant. And a bit more significant. Okay. Now, you just... What are we doing a cross for? I don't not want to do a cross. All right. Yeah, okay. Now we're starting to see some problems. That's all right. We can handle them. We'll get rid of all these. We can zoom them over later on. But yeah, we do definitely want to zoom them over later on. Okay, so that's all the circuitry, sort of. I want to get these out. So let's just get those out. That's relatively clean. Could we fit a display in here? Kind of. That didn't work. Don't know why it keeps doing that. It didn't quite do what I thought it would do. We don't have any room for like anything really fancy. We could put half up to the 2 lane and half up to the 3 lane, and nah. Let's just, we're going to be sending it off to a display somewhere. Okay, so we no longer need that block. This block now has, we could actually, just to make things easier, we can just sort of send them both. And so it doesn't really matter as long as we do one of one and one of the other. Okay. Okay. So that is it. We have a, well, I won't say fully functional yet, but a potentially functional. Okay. You go over there, and the big one goes inside. Okay, let's see what happens. First of all, let's make sure that it's actually working as expected. So this is 4. This is 1. So this should be 0. Can't tell because there's no display, but, and then it pops out a 1 here. I'm not sure I like this. I'm not putting any more shapes in, am I? This is empty. This is empty. This is empty. So it's basically, this is 1, but it should be 16 divided by 8, which means this should be 2. Okay. Well, first things first, that's an issue. That's definitely an issue. Okay. That, let's just make sure that's the only thing that's an issue, or that's the only... Oh yeah, that's an issue as well. Whoops. Okay. We got to do some rework on the pipes over here. I'm just going to do them again from scratch. Yeah, let's do them again from scratch. Okay. Okay. Up one, then across and down. You do not need to be there. You do not need to be there. You're going to get in the way in a bit, so we'll just send you off down the farm. That was a bit of a dark saying, but whatever. Level 2. Level 2. And level 2. Whoa. That's not what I meant to do. These should be one space over. Okay. Now, level 3. Yes, it's another marathon episode, but I'm going to be honest. This might be the last one for the Factorio. Why do I keep saying Factorio? It's the Shapes calculator, the Shapes 2 calculator. It might be the final episode. Because, I mean, what am I going to do after this? Square root, potentially, would be the only thing that I'd be interested in doing. Okay. We need to drag you guys. I'll do that. I'll do the bottom ones first, actually. We just drag them all through. All of them get dragged on through, and we're just going to put crosses everywhere. I didn't even need to. I was going to use the wire jumpers, but I didn't even need to. I just put crosses everywhere, which is fine. Okay. Send it all the way through, and we'll cross that cross later, I suppose. Three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. So we fixed this output, we fixed that output. That's probably all we need, actually. Okay. So once again, 1 divided by 8. 0 here. Okay. So that is the correct answer. That is 2. 2 is the correct answer. I'm feeling very happy so far. No remainder, which is great. And so this is 0. Let's spice it up a bit. So you go over to the right-hand side. Let's think of a very interesting 254 divided by... No, I don't want to divide. 254 divided by 62. No. It's giving me something very close. Okay, 254 divided by 22. whatever, that's good enough. I'll take that number. So that means this is a 1. No. That's a 1. 22 minus 16 is 6, so this needs to be a 6. How do we do a 6 again? It's like this, isn't it? Yeah, 22. Do we really want 254? That's going to be a pain in the ass. That's like 15s everywhere, I think. Okay, you go over there, you go over there. Definitely 15 for the top digit. And there's 15 for this one as well. No, it's not. Because 15 times 16 is 240. So now we've got to get a 14 in here. So it's definitely that. And then we just need 2. So 254 divided by 22 is just over 11 and a half. So we're looking for, I wouldn't expect anything in this line here. Wait, what's, oh, I forgot. We had this fancy new ingester that I forgot to copy over. I didn't delete it. Okay, that's better. Okay. That is beautiful. Okay, so now it's all zeros because it's no longer dividing by 6, it's now dividing by 22. 8, 9, 10, 11. And it's 0.54. Yeah. 0.54. So the remainder are, that looks like 12. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's 12. 254 minus 12 is 242. Which is 11 times 22. So yeah, 12 remainder is correct. Okay, job's done. Well, we say job's done. As much as I'd love to shove this into the 32, the base 2 to 30, the base 2 to 10 thingamybob, I don't think I can be bothered. Or maybe we could. Maybe we could. Nah, actually no, I can't be bothered. Well, what we are going to do is we are going to do a big ass number divided by another big ass number. Okay? We are going to flex a bit and we're going to see how it works out. So, yeah. Because, yeah, I'm running, this video is very long. But, yeah. So, 37298, 37,298 divided by 136. Okay. 37,298 divided by 136 is exactly 274.25. Ah, this one's not actually, whoops. Let's go ahead and fix that. That would have been a catastrophe if we didn't do that. So 274, 274 and a quarter. Okay. 136. Let's go back and let's go back to my old binary converter, base 10 to base 2. 136. I'm actually going to convert it to hex instead of base 2 because that's a lot easier to read. So that's 8. Really? This is 8 plus 8 is just 8s everywhere. Okay, we send an 8 over there. We send an 8 over there. 8 plus 8. Maybe I should have done a more complicated number, but the fact that this ends in a quarter makes me feel good because it means we can sort of definitely, okay, 37298. There's a 4-digit number as we expected. That is a 9. Where's my 9? That's a 9. Then this is a 1. B. So that's this plus 3 on the other side, I believe. Yeah, because C is 2 on the side, so B is just like this. And then 2. Beautiful, that's already there. So 91B2. Okay, that's 88, or otherwise known as 136 in decimal. You got 9. You got 1. You got nothing. You are, there we go. Oh, let's get some crap out of there first. How did this happen? How did this one, maybe it's been like that for a while. Anyway. That one's B, still got some crap going through, but that looks like B for the most part. And then you are 2. 91B2, otherwise known as 37,298. Okay, so now we're looking at 274 and a quarter. And so this is going to have nothing, which is fine. This is going to have 1. Now, if you think about it, 16 times 16 is 256. So these are the 256s, so we got 1 exactly. So 274 minus 256 is 18. So the remainder should be 18 and a quarter. So this is the 16s. We got 1 of them, so that leaves us with 2. There's our 2. And the remainder is not exactly what it should be. I would only expect 1 of them. Let's be honest, I would only expect 1 of them to be true. Because this is suggesting something right here. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't expect this remainder to be... I mean, this one, yeah, sure. This one I expect to be true. This one, maybe not. Because this is not then a quarter. This is suggesting that there's some... unless my calculator is wrong, 3729... No, I was typing it. 37298 divided by 136. I mean, they're both even numbers. None of them are doing anything weird. So yeah, it should just be a quarter. So this one should be true, but this bottom one shouldn't. Are we going to debug it? I don't know about that. I do not know about that. Maybe I did the wrong input. Did I convert it to decimal incorrectly? I don't think so. Or to binary incorrectly? I don't think so. Well, I mean, this is getting into the weeds, getting into the decimals. So, am I concerned about it? I kind of am concerned about it, because every other time we've got a perfect result, we've got a perfect result. It's just like, boom, perfect, beautiful. Now we are not getting a perfect result anymore, and it is concerning. Because I mean, this 2 well, let's have a look at what's actually getting into this x on the last one. So it's 2, 4, 8, 16. No, that's the y. 2, 4, 8. So this one, which is getting left over. What happens if we just put another block down? Okay. Okay. So that was my bad. No, actually, it's perfect. What am I saying? It's perfect. I'm just an idiot. I am just a complete and utter idiot. Okay. Let's Control Z, we get rid of that. Okay. So this is the actual remainder. This is the actual remainder of this block. And this is not... I was confusing these lines and these lines. This is actually correct. So what this is, if we think about this, this is a number between 0 and 255. So these are the least significant bit down here, and then it goes up. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So this is 34. This is 34. And 34, 68... is 100. 34 is exactly a quarter of 38 is exactly a quarter of 136. So that's completely correct. So then we send it in here, and boom, half, quarter, eighth, 16th, no remainder. So the machine is working perfectly. I'm just an idiot. Well, I say I'm an idiot. I mean, I built this, so I'm kind of a genius. But at the same time, that was just a little mistake on my part. So, we have built... I need a drink. Excuse me. So, this is an 8-bit. You can divide any number by any other number up to 8 bits. Done. Done. Beautiful. Where's my original document? I want to have a look at this because it's got a thing in there for square root. Okay, it looks like it's doing some weird division thing. It's reusing these little blocks. It's reusing these little blocks almost exactly. So, I don't know. Maybe I will do square roots. I make no promises. If there's another video, if you're watching this and there's another video tomorrow doing square roots, then you're in luck. If there's not, then it is what it is, because I just don't know. And if there's another video doing square roots tomorrow, it's probably me banging my head against the wall and not getting anywhere. I mean, division, we've been going, actually, we've had quite a lot of luck. With multiplication, there was an entire episode where I was just hitting brick walls and not getting anywhere. With division, we never actually hit a brick wall. We got through it. But yeah. Do we want to do one more? I mean, if this is the last episode, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Okay. Let's do a really crazy one. 1 4 7 7 7. There we go. And then 2 1 3. That's divisible. Yeah, that's divisible. 2 1 1. There we go. That's a crazy number. So that should produce something with a whole bunch of crazy decimal places that'll just go on forever. So let's do that. You know what? I want to keep playing. Let's do that. 2 1 1. To convert over, that is a simple D3. D. How do I do D again? So D is C plus something. No, not plus a 2, just plus a 1. Yeah, that looks like D. D3, and then 1 4 7 7 7. 3 9 B9. Okay. Three 9. B. This is already B. I think this is already B. Yeah. And then 9. Yeah. 3 9 B9. Okay. Let's have a look at the calculator. 1 4 7 7 7 divided by 211. That's a horrendous number. 70.0331753554502, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So we're going to have a look at a bit of the decimals in here. Ooh, look at the pretty light show. Look at the pretty light show. The fact that it's 0.033 means that all 4 of these decimal numbers may actually end up being 0. Yeah. 0.5, 0.25, 0.125, 0.0625. Yeah, all 4 of these will be 0. And then if we do this, then we'll start to see some actual numbers. Yeah. And then because the next one is 0.0325 and our actual number is 0.033, we're only going to get 1, and then the rest of them will be blank. Okay. So you're good. You're good. So the number we're looking at is 70. So that's 4 16s. Boom. These are empty. These are empty. 4. And then we got a 6 left over. Boom. There we go. That is division. That is just beautiful. It's just beauty. It's just pure beauty. The remainder doesn't mean much when you're in the decimals, but I could just do this and just keep the remainder going forever. Boom, more remainder, more remainder, more remainder, more remainder. It just goes on forever. I mean, you can't plug pi into this thing, but If you could somehow figure out a division that results in pi, I could tell you the remainder down to as many bits as you wanted in binary. It's a thing of beauty. So, are you impressed? The answer is yes. Are we doing any more episodes? The answer is maybe. Square root, I'm still up in the air about. We're not going to do any divide by 16 malarkey because I don't know how to tile these for extra levels of y. That's why we had to squish these in for 8 bits. Just squish the hell out of them. And God, wasn't it? I still can't believe we got this into five tiles width. Look at this mess. That is just this. If you look inside your CPU close enough, this is what it looks like. Probably even more packed than this, but there we go. I mean, we basically built a computer here. Well, it's a calculator, but a calculator is just a very simple computer, or complicated, depending on how you look at it. Now, what other calculator? So there's a few other things we can do in a calculator. We could do the power of stuff, which is x, like x squared or x to the power of y. That's just multiplying over and over again. That's not that much fun. Square root, extremely interesting, extremely difficult. Maybe we'll do that. Logs, screw that. Yeah, I'm not sure what else we could really do. Maybe square root. But the only reason I'd even consider doing square root is because the fancy guide I looked at has a thing for square root. Otherwise, I would have no idea. Division, I mean, maybe I could have figured out division in my head. Because, I mean, it's long division. You could do long division and you can math it out. Square root, I just have no idea. But I'll think about it. I might actually read the page before starting on the video, so you don't have to watch me just staring blankly at the page for like 5 minutes while I'm trying to figure it out and the video is recording. But anyway, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. But regardless, let's take a quick tour to finish off this video. So here we go. This is addition. We sort of take the two signals in. We're really taking the left belts, and this is 3 plus 5, and we're actually reusing these shapes and then using them to spit out 8 at the end. So all the addition logic is just here for these 4 bits, and this is logic to basically build the final shape so that we can put a dumper over here to get rid of it if it's not correct. And this is just all the belt manipulation to basically pull these apart, get them, and then use them to put them back together. We never did this for another operation because it was just too much of a pain in the ass. And we never tried to squeeze anything into a 2x2 either because it was way too much of a pain in the ass. But anyway, we sent it over, we put it into this nice binary display, and that was addition. Subtraction, we did over here. Basically the same thing. It's left minus right. And this one is fully tileable. So in this case, we've got this huge ass number, taking away this huge ass number. And these two are the, what's the one above? These ones are the 4096. So each one of these is multiplied by 4096. Then this is the 256 and so on and so forth. Basically, we just got these two subtraction blocks. If these look vaguely familiar, long division is basically done by lots of subtraction. So this sort of thing, the two XOR gates, the two AND gates, this is a very simple approach to how we did division. And then once we did division, we sent down a full stack, and then we just split it apart into the shape that we wanted. Which is, yeah, we could do this for division, and this is the thing to get the final shape out. We could do this for division. I didn't. I don't care. That's kind of, that part of the playthrough we kind of solved, and we just said, okay, good. Then multiplication. This is where we do a grid. If you think about multiplication, if you're multiplying two 4-digit numbers, you kind of take each digit for one number and then multiply the whole entire number, and then you do that for each digit in the first number, and then you basically shift it each time. And so this is by another set of 4, and this is this shifting each direction. It looks like it's shifting down. It's actually shifting up, because this is the least significant digit, then this is the most significant. So the 10s in the least significant ends up in the 1s in the most significant, and so on and so forth. And this is actually the least significant output right here. And we end up with 8 digits, with this one being the most significant. This is basically a signal, does the same thing as the subtraction does. The little dumper here, splitting apart the shape, getting the final result. And then we send it up to here. And then, you know what? I'm going to reintroduce it. I'm actually going to reintroduce these belts. I'm not sure if you actually saw it in this episode. I think maybe you did. This episode's been going for a while, so maybe at the start of the episode you did see it. So I'm kind of just showing off things that I showed off that we actually coded up at the start of the episode. But the base, this is it. This is the base 2 to base 10 converter. And basically, it's just 9 different division algorithms stacked on top of each other, because that's how you convert a binary number to base 10. You divide it by 10, the remainder is an actual base 10 digit. The result, you then divide by 10 again to get the next digit. So we do it for the singles, then the tens, the hundreds, the thousands, the 10,000, 100,000, so on and so forth. And then the final result will be a less than 10, because the most number you can pass in 32 bits is 4 billion and something. So it will never have more than 10 base 10 digits in it. Now, right now, I think we were just passing in 3 times 1, but I did just hook up those belts again. Maybe not. So, well, you've seen this already at the start of this episode, so you know how awesome it is. Yeah. And it is awesome. It is extremely awesome. And especially this little bit. I love how easy this was. Maybe I don't think we can squeeze this to 1 by 1 though, nor would we want to, but I love how easy it is to take a BCD and convert it. That's a binary coded decimal, and just convert it to a number using this. Then you send it across a wire, put it on a display, Bob's your uncle. And all you needed to do was have this many platforms doing long division to convert a normal binary number to a decimal. It's just that simple. But this is the real masterpiece right here. But we already did that. We already looked at that. It was beautiful. I'm going to say goodbye for now. If I do square roots, great. If I don't, then you know that I have given up entirely and my brain has just exploded. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.